In today's video, we are going to be talking about the skills that they are going to be taking away from NetEase, and Naraka team has stated that they will be taking away certain skills that players don't use. So far, we already have it to where 3 of the new characters, and I believe 2 or 3 characters, are currently with only 2 skills and 2 abilities. This is going to be one of my longer videos. I will try to put timestamps, so I hope you guys are here to, stick the ride with me. But this is going to be a suggestion of me for when the other characters' skills and alts are going to be gone. Which ones are going to be taken away? Which ones are going to stay? And you guys can, in the comment section, throw in a little couple things what you feel like, oh, this skill gets used the most, this skill doesn't get used the most. Why would they take this one? And they also do change up certain skills and stuff too, from the wording from when they first released on each of the characters. So sit back and enjoy this ride with your boy. Hope you guys enjoy this. Now, the first character we're going to be talking about is Tien High adjustments. They had deleted Divine Blast, block all. His damage debuffs, reflects range attacks, can be used, can knock back nearby enemies. And Titan Call support, transform into Vajras and restore all health. Tap the buttons to, enact the abilities. Both of these abilities have been deleted only because from the stats of what Naraka and NetEase in them have shown is that not a lot of players use these skills. And to be honest, I got a feeling that, it not really necessarily used too often. Do you guys feel as if they made the right call? As far as one of the alts that was kept is Titan's Call Restore, transform into Vajras and restore all health. Vajra lasts for 30 seconds but could be cancelled by the buttons. Remaining health will be carried over percentage when transformation ends. So they also have it to where Vajra's head is weaker. Vajra's max health increases the total player numbers and armor rarity. Now they have made that choice. They also decided to keep Titan's Call, his regular move, and Divine Bell and Divine Bell counter. Do you feel like they made the right move with that? Our next character we're going to get into is our boy Hadi. Now with Hadi, decided to keep his skill Mechanical Arm Blast, and also Aerial Ascent and Aerial Ascent Blaze, with Mechanical Arm Pursuit being the move to be deleted. Shoots the Mechanical Arm in the aim direction where the Mechanical Arm reaches its maximum distance or hits an enemy. Hadi has pulled its position, triggering in an explosion. Now, I kind of did like that skill, but I got a feeling that was actually a good move because that move wasn't really necessarily used as often, in my opinion. Now, they decided to delete the skill Aerial Ascent Rescue. Leaps into the air, knocks back nearby enemies, continuously consumes rage to maintain flight. Do you feel as if that was actually a good move on their part? They ended up decided to keep the alt Aerial Ascent. Leaps into the sky, knocks back enemy, constantly consumes rage. It's kind of about the same. So the rescue, yeah, it's really necessarily the same as the first alt, to be honest, and I feel like that's why a lot of some of these skills are really just necessarily getting deleted. It's only because they're kind of the same as their original skills. They also decided to keep the skill Aerial Ascent Blaze. Constantly consume rage, obviously, but the third stage, chargeback will burn enemies. Now that was actually good. And they also decided to keep Mechanical Arm Blast. How he creates an explosion from his mechanical arm, knocking back enemies slightly, propelling them and himself into the air, gliding for a short distance. Do you also feel as if that was a good move on their part? To be honest, I feel like with Hadi, these moves right here, it kind of fits him a little bit more and better. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Next character we're going to get into is Tessa, and to be honest, I feel like she didn't really need that many skills to keep, to be honest, because Tessa, bro, in the early game of Tessa, Tail Strike, Enchant, Tail Strike, Trap, and Enchant Group Prey. These are the necessary abilities and alts that they had kept for Tessa, and from the skills that they have deleted from her, I felt was pretty necessary. Tail Strike, Propel. Now, Tail Strike, Repel. Tessa unleashes her tail foxtail and creates a tail glow zone in aim direction that lasts 6 seconds. Summons a foxtail upon ally entering the zone, knocking nearby enemies. They decided to delete this skill. Were any of you guys really using this skill? To be honest, I didn't really necessarily. I seen a couple players going against them and they were using this, but I feel like not as many people were really necessarily using this. Enchant Bite was one of the alts they decided to get rid of. Tessa summons the fox spirit in the aim direction that reaches its enemy, storing its vessel. Enemies hit with the tail retrieve this soul from. We all know how the alt is, and they tried to keep Enchant Group Play. Now, that's what it was, and this is what it does now. Let me know, are you guys liking her revamped skills, really? Because I kind of feel like this is actually a kind of a decent buff to Tessa. But let me know some of your guys' thoughts in the comment section. Now we are off to the regular characters, the skills that are not gone. And our first character we're going to be using is Viper Ning, which entail Viper Ning still has her skills Yushan Strike, Yushan Strike Silence, Yushan Strike Wound. Now, the first skill I'm going to necessarily say is going to be gone would be Yushan Strike Wound. It's only because it knocks enemies ahead into the air, dealing high damage and reducing recovery effects on them for 7 seconds. Can interrupt Golden Strike Focus. Now, the reason I feel like Yushan Strike Wound would be the one to go is going to be Yushan Strike, because Yushan Strike Silence releases inner ki towards attacks enemies ahead, silence them for 8 seconds, can interrupt the focus, and silence cannot use skills, ultimates, and other related skills or combos. And they're also going to keep her regular Yushan Strike. Now, what they're probably going to do is more than likely fuse Yushan Strike Wound with Yushan Strike, the regular, knocks back enemies ahead for a significant distance, which would kind of in turn just make Yushan Strike Wound just turn into Yushan Strike. Now, as far as the ult abilities, the one that I feel like that's going to go is Moonbane Control Unchained. You can mark enemies for 5 seconds, after which attacks not marked enemies. You can actually just move, versus the other two, you stand there and you just try to jump and get away and stuff. But you let me know your guys' thoughts, which you feel as if which skill would necessarily go away. Our next character we're going to get into is Feria Shen. Now, with Feria Shen, she still has her skills of Gunplay Scattershot, and Gunplay Aim. With the alts Mech Mayhem Restore, and Mech Mayhem Co-Pilot. Now, the skills that I feel that are going to get gone are going to be Gunplay Aim. I don't feel like the skill reads as lean backwards and raise the gun, tap X to fire at the aim direction, which deals high damage and marks enemies with silence for 3 seconds. Move the crosshair while using the skill to adjust the leap direction. Now, the only reason I feel as if that skill is going to be gone is because with Scattershot, you can actually have that play into a major good combo, and Gunplay, you obviously knock back the enemies. Gunplay Aim, I don't really necessarily see a lot of people aiming with her skill ability. Like, I feel like, in my personal opinion, I feel as if people don't really necessarily use that. And with the Mech Mayhem Co-Pilot, I feel like that's most definitely going to be gone, because honestly, I've used that skill myself personally, and I feel like as if it's a great skill, but I really don't necessarily see anyone really letting their teammate use this skill. Honestly, I have fun with this skill when I play this when my son uses this and I jump into the mech, I feel like it's a very fun playstyle. But to be honest, I really necessarily don't see way too many people letting their teammate join into the mech, because upon tapping the ultimate, set a beacon at the target, knock back enemies airborne, Feria allies can pilot the bronze mech. I feel as if this skill really doesn't necessarily get used a lot, because you have Mech Mayhem call up on the bronze mech, has its own energy and health bars greater those of Mech Mayhem, and then also that's Mech Mayhem of Restore. Mech Mayhem, you call up on the mech, and the first one gets used a lot. But let me know some of your guys' thoughts in the comment section. Which skills do you feel as if, in your opinion, is going to be gone? With our next character, we have Zipping Ying. With the abilities of Nature's Touch Protect, and Nature's Touch Surround. Also with the alt abilities of Saving Grace Aegis, Saving Grace Gauze. Now, to be honest, this was kind of a tough one for me, because of each of her skills, it fits the best of her being as what she is, the healer. Now, I got a feeling with the skills that are going to necessarily be gone, and I can honestly, it's really necessarily kind of tough. As far as one of the abilities that's going to be gone, I'm going to honestly have to say Nature's Touch Surround. Using Ligneous energy to spread zipping in allies with 8 seconds inspiration that can trigger Inspiration Shield when they are attacked. Inspiration Shield cannot be interrupted by non-focus strike in 8 seconds, but will end in advance if it takes a certain amount of damage. The only reason I feel like that's going to be gone is because I don't see too many people using that skill, or I want to say probably just Nature's Touch, but that gives you a damage reduction with 30%, so I'm gonna go with Nature's Touch Surround. And as far as the alt, I want to say it's gonna have to be Saving Grace, just the regular Saving Grace. The only reason I feel like that, to be honest, that's kind of tough because you can negate a fatal strike. So I'm gonna probably have to go with this one's really tough. I want to say, god dang it, each of these alts are really great. To be honest, I'm gonna give this choice up to you guys. I feel as if all 3 alts are really necessarily great for her. To be honest, I mean, I would say they would probably give up Saving Grace and probably intune it with Saving Grace Gauze. I mean, yeah, I said I was going to leave it up to you guys, but to be honest, that's going to be a tough one for me, only because each of her skills are great. Let me know your guys' thoughts for Zipping's abilities, as far as her abilities and her ults. What do you feel is going to be gone next? The next character we're going to get into is Temulch. Temulch's ability, he's one of the greatest characters I feel like that's in this game. That's going to be Ziffer Wisp Track, and Ziffer Wisp Bounce. And with his ult of Storm Prison Energetic, and Storm Prison Reload. To be honest, I'm going to say Ziffer Wisp Bounce is going to be the first one. Only because it reads as you shoot wind balls with bounce, they hit terrain or Storm Prison. I got a feeling that's not one of the main ones that's being used. I feel as if Ziffer Wisp Track is one of the main ones in the regular Ziffer Wisp. But let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section. Now, as far as his last abilities, his alts are gonna be of Storm Prison Energetic, and Storm Prison Energetic Reload. Reload is most definitely going to be staying because I use that to my advantage all of the time. Now, I'm going to probably have to say, the regular Storm Prison. What they're probably going to do is, they're really just the same. Storm Prison Energetic, it gives you a stamina buff. But with the regular one, it's just immune to debuffs and stuff. So when they're slow passing through. So yeah, I'm honestly just gonna say the regular Storm Prison is really just gonna have to go because it's energetic and reload are the best ones, but the best one out of all three is going to be Storm Prison Reload. Without a doubt, I'm going to say Zephyr Wisp Bounce and regular Storm Prison are going to be the ones to go. Let me know some of your guys' thoughts. Which ones do you feel as if that's going to go? Because I got a feeling, as far as Temulch, come on. I got to say Zephyr Wisp Track and obviously Storm Prison Reload are the best abilities for Temulch. But let me know your guys' thoughts. The next character we're going to get into is Tarka Ji, my main man. Now, Tarka has the abilities of Flame Force Block, Flame Force Fireball. His ults are Fire Frenzy Reload, and Fire Frenzy Extend. As far as the abilities that's probably going to go, I'm going to honestly probably say Flame Force Fireball, only because I've heard of someone else opinion saying Flame Force Fireball is actually not really one of his best skills. The two skills that will probably get used is Flame Force Block and Flame Force. But in my personal opinion, I got a feeling that Flame Force Fireball is going to stay. You can honestly, and that was just someone else's personal opinion that I heard. As far as Fire Frenzy, I got a feeling with Fire Frenzy regularly is just gonna have to go. But also, did you guys know that in solos it lasts for 24 seconds and in other game modes it lasts for 32 seconds? That's a nice little tidbit for you guys to know, that Fire Frenzy lasts longer in duos and trios than it does in solos, but that's still a pretty extensive, only because Fire Frenzy Extend and Fire Frenzy Reload, you can you combo that with Flame Force Fireball. Come man, look, let me know what your guys' best abilities for Tarka Ji could potentially be, because honestly, I've been using Flame Force Block a lot, but a lot of people tend to, pay attention and like, oh, hey, he's standing there, I'll just wait. Then I have to get out of my combo, but then that's when I'll activate a Fire Frenzy Extend to go in, combo, get my nice little speed. To be honest, you know what? Yeah. Let me know your guys' thoughts, because I got a feeling those two skills that I said are going to be disappearing. But I want to know your guys' opinion on which one do you feel is going to be gone. Now, the next character we're going to be doing is Kurumi. Now, with Kurumi, she has Healing Ray Strengthen, Healing Ray Guard. Also with the ult ability of Purified Circle Armor, and Purify Circle Rapid. Now they're gonna delete stuff, but as far as I want to say, they're gonna fuse her abilities. They're probably gonna fuse Healing Ray Strengthen and Healing Ray Guard and make both of those two be a attack and defense buff. As far as both of those being put together. Now, the alt, I want to say, that's probably going to go away is going to be Purified Circle Rapid. That one, I feel as if it's going to disappear, because they do have Purified Circle, but Purified Circle comes in handy a lot. I don't really necessarily see too many people using Purified Circle Rapid, even though it uses the Omiondo to knock enemies airborne, instantly restoring a certain amount of health for all allies and granting a 30% damage reduction for 5 seconds. Excess healing returned into armor can be used while under attack. The only reason I say that is because most of the time when I'm in matches, I see Purified Circle and Purified Circle Armor. Purified Circle Armor most definitely comes in handy. All you have to do is just stand in there and hey, or with Purified Circle, you're getting healed. Not too many people, I really say, is using Purified Circle Rapid. And that's just a personal opinion of mine, but I could be wrong and they could not fuse the necessary skills, I say, because really I don't really necessarily see a lot of people using Healing Ray Guard. I really see Healing Ray used a lot. Healing Ray Strengthen, I don't really necessarily could tell the difference, even though I'm in mid-fight. Those two, I would say, if they were to do anything, I would say they would fuse both of her abilities together. But let me know what you guys are using for Kurumi if you're a Kurumi main. The only reason I say that is because these are necessary things, and they feel as if these changes could be great. I honestly feel that would be great to add Strengthen and Guard put together. You get a decent enough attack buff and a good decent enough damage reduction. Putting those both together would make a great ass Kurumi, to be honest. But let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section. Yoto Hime is our next character to get into. Now she has the 3 abilities of Flying Edge Callback, Flying Edge Resist, with the ult of Demon Blade Restore, and Demon Blade Combo. Now I'm gonna say the skills that's potentially gonna get, I'm more than likely, I want to say is probably gonna get fused or something like that. Flying Edge and Flying Edge Callback are more than likely gonna be probably like kind of like the same thing, to where you put both of those 2 skills, you can have it sit there and attack an enemy, but you can also teleport at the same time. Also with that duration, you also have Flying Edge Resist, which I see get used a lot. Like a lot. Flying Edge Resist is one of her best abilities. Now off to the ult of Demon Blade Restore, and Demon Blade Combo. Now I got a feeling they're more than likely just gonna keep Demon Blade Restore and Demon Blade Combo. More than likely what they'll probably do is reword the wording of Demon Blade Restore to make it also just the ultimate of Demon Blade in general, to where you can get heals and also teleport. That would make Yoto Hime even more nastier than what she is, because with Demon Blade Combo, that's 3 additional combos. But let's say you add Demon Blade Restore with just also the abilities of Demon Blade. This would just make Yoto Hime even better than what she is. But I do want to know some of your guys' thoughts as far as towards Yoto Hime. Which abilities are you guys mainly using, and which ones do you guys feel as if that's gonna disappear? Let me hear your guys' thoughts in the comment section as far as what Yoto Hime has in store for when her stuff gets fused and or not. The next character is gonna be Valda Cui. Now, we have her 3 abilities being Water Trap Array, Water Trap Trinity, with her ults being Rising Tide Unchained, and Rising Tide Barrage. Now, I got a feeling, and I'm going to go into the realm of stuff being fused again, but the ability Water Trap Affinity shall be kept, but Water Trap Array is the one that I feel as if that's going to be deleted. Now, the only reason I say this is because with Water Trap Array, most people get out the way, or what they're going to probably do is just fuse the 2 of the regular Water Trap and Water Trap Array reworded just to be Water Trap in general. Now, Water Trap Trinity, you can, hey, you just get out the way and bam, there you go. Now, with the ultimates of Rising Tide Unchained, and Rising Tide Barrage, Rising Tide Unchained gives you an extra defense. If you're not using this, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with you. I'm sorry. But Rising Tide Barrage, I feel like they're just gonna literally just fuse the 2, because with Rising Tide Barrage, you just go up and you just, you're just sitting there and you could have a teammate combo for that. But I got a feeling they're gonna have a legit rising tide blow at you, and then also sit there and be able to throw. Instead of just the one, you will be able to throw a barrage of rising tide spears at people. So it sounds crazy, but I got a feeling it's gonna get reworded in some type of crazy way. Let me know some of your guys' thoughts on which abilities you use for her, and what do you feel as if that's gonna get changed with her, because Valda Cui is, I want to say, is one of my top 3 characters that I use in this game. Like, Valda Cui is most definitely nice, but like I was saying, man, you guys got to be using Rising Tide Unchained. Like, that extra defense, and on top of that, you can easily get a quick getaway. But let me know your guys' thoughts. The next character we have is the great General Yushan. Yushan has the abilities of Scorching Dash Stun, and Scorching Dash Weaken. Also with the alts of General's Call Leaping Strike, and General Call Protection. Now, the first ability that I feel as if that's gonna go is possibly just the regular Scorching Dash. Only reason I say that is because it's a short dash. You have Scorching Dash Stun, which gives off a long stride for the ability, and the abilities of Scorching Dash Weaken gives them terror, reduces the enemy attack by 40%. Those 2 abilities are most definitely just staying. So the regular Scorching Dash is just gonna go. Now, General's Call and General's Call Leaping Strike, and then we have General Call Protection. Now, the one thing that I feel as if that's gonna stay is General Call's Protection, with the General's Call is gonna be fused into each other. The only reason I'm saying this is because, yeah, the General's Call Protection releases a Mighty Bellow, and you get the Almighty's General, lasts for 30 seconds, and your health will be carried over into percentage, but you also get a chance of immovable for all of your allies for 4 seconds. Now mix that with the regular General's Call, you get a devastating lunge strike. Now, General's Call Leaping Strike already has all of that. Also, you get a certain amount of health and armor restored. Now, crazy idea. Yes, mix the General's Call Protection with the regular General's Call, because you also get an extra attack ability with that instead of just the regular old stuff. But let me know some of your guys' thoughts on what do you use for your boy Yushan, the great general out there. Let me know some of your guys' thoughts on what do you feel as if that's going to get taken away or changed. Now, our next character is going to be our boy Wuchen. Now, with Wuchen, he has abilities of Spirit Blades Auto Track, and Spirit Blades Shield, with the ultimate of Tai Chi Teleport Switch, and Tai Chi Teleport Portal. Now, honestly, guys, I'm gonna get to the point with his ultimate of Tai Chi Teleport Portal. Honestly, that's going away. I see no one using this. Literally, no one is using Tai Chi Teleport Portal. I plead, if you are a soldier, and I commend you for doing that. But I doubt anyone's using that. And the regular Spirit Blades, that's just gonna be Spirit Blades Auto Track, to be honest. That Auto Track, and then also mixed in with just regular Spirit Blades. They're gonna probably have it just, instead of it, you can just force them out there, but it's just, they're gonna probably be reworded, to be honest. Now, Wuchen, my boy, is with the greatest of teleports, and I've seen some of the most nastiest players use this man, and the way they use him is strategic as hell. Now, I need to know some of your guys' thoughts, man. You let me know if you're using that Tai Chi Teleport Portal, because god damn it, I really got a feeling no one is using that. That's gone. I'm surprised they haven't even got rid of it already to have him be one of the characters to have something going. Because that, man, I know no one's really using that. But as far as the regular abilities of Tai Chi, just let me know some of your guys' thoughts on about Wuchen's abilities and stuff. Our next character we're going to get into is Justina Gu. Now, with her abilities, they are of Ice Shield Blink, and Ice Shield Surround, with the alternates of Arctic Wrath Blizzard, and Arctic Wrath Frostwind. Now, with the first ability that I feel as if that's going to be gone is more than likely Ice Shield Surround. And the only reason I'm going to say that one's possibly going to disappear is because as far as in a team setting, I really don't see a lot of people really necessarily using it. But that is really just my personal opinion. I could be wrong. More than likely, what's probably going to disappear is just going to be probably Ice Shield Blink. Yeah, maybe. It's a possibility, but I could be close to wrong. The only reason I said Surround is because I don't really necessarily seeing too many people using that. Now, as far as in her ultimates, now this one was really kind of tough, and I'm gonna say Arctic Wrath Frostwind. Now, the only reason I say that is because Arctic Wrath Blizzard and regular Arctic Wrath is because those skills you could get away with, and also combo into as long as you're hitting someone or in a team of people. The alt can continue. You can keep it up. You hit someone and you can hit vast teams of people just to take out a lot. But I'm gonna say it's gonna be Arctic Wrath Frost. But I want to hear some of your guys' thoughts as far as with Justina Gu or Gu. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. Do let me know. But let me hear some of your guys' thoughts on what could stay, what you use the most, and what could be gone. Our next character we're going to get into is our boy, Takeda Nobutada. Now, out of his 3 abilities, that's going to be Mythic Grab Dash, Mythic Grab Takedown, with the alt of Demonic Aid Teleport, and Demonic Aid Force. Now, as far as his abilities go, it's gonna have to be one of the two. It's gonna be either Mythic Grab Takedown or Mythic Grab Dash, because the main one that does get used is just the regular Mythic Grab. Now, I really don't necessarily see Mythic Grab Dash and Mythic Grab Takedown used a lot, but I'm gonna possibly say I know I've said one of those two, but I'm gonna say my definite one that's probably gonna get taken down is probably Mythic Grab Dash, because only with Takedown you can, while in mid combo and when someone's using a blue focus, you can take their ass down, obviously, and grab the weapon out of their hand and it's yours. Now with Mythic Grab Dash, I do believe the weapon didn't really, you grab the enemy's weapon, but no, you do. So that's my own fault. But I want to say Mythic Grab Dash is probably going to be the one taken down. Now, as far as when it comes down to the alts, I'm going to more than likely say the skill that gets taken down is more than likely just going to be the regular Demonic Aid, with a little bit of, for Demonic Aid Force to be really reworded crazy. The only reason I say that is because Demonic Aid and Demonic Aid Force are the main ones that are kind of worded in the same type of way. Demonic Aid Force, you gain a large health of armor and or health, or as far as, and also with the same as just the regular Demonic Aid. I really do just see a lot of people use Demonic Aid Teleport only because it comes in handy and you can use that also while being attacked. but demonic aid force and just regular demonic aid are really necessarily the same skills. So let me know your guys' thoughts on which one could be taken away from Takeda or just kept in general or reworded. The next character we're going to get into is Matari. Now, with Matari's skills, she has the abilities of Flash, Flash Repeat, and Flash Retrace, with the ultimates of being Invisible Assassin, Invisible Assassin Scale Rush, Invisible Assassin Restore. Now, as far as the one of the abilities that's going to be gone is going to be, that's going to be just the regular Flash. The regular Flash ability is really just going to be disappearing because Flash Repeat has you doing a double flashing. Literally, you have a double flash and you just attack increased by 15% for 3 seconds. You're flashing twice instead of just the one time. And Flash Retrace has you a chance to go flash and then you come right back to the mark spot you was if you can fool the enemy from not leaving the spot you were in. Obviously, there's a certain range you can go into. As far as in the ultimate abilities, you have a Visible Assassin, but yeah, no, I got a feeling Invisible Assassin is going to go away because it's literally just the same as Invisible Assassin Scale Rush, which you get stealth and a buff, and you can also use while attacked. But with Invisible Assassin Restore, you get recovery and stealth. The regular one is just giving you stealth in general and nothing else, but you can be used while under attack. But they're more than likely just gonna reword Invisible Assassin Restore. Let me know what you guys use for her as far as in her abilities and what you feel as if that's going to be worthy of disappearing. Now, our next character we're going to get into is Akos, who he has the abilities of Roar, Roar Blast, and Roar Terror. And with his ultimates of being Feral Frenzy Grab, and Feral Frenzy Lockdown. Now, as far as his abilities that's more than likely going to disappear, that's probably going to be Roar Blast. And the only reason I say that is because a lot of players are more than likely just using their regular ability Roar or just his regular ability Terror. Those two are more than likely just going to be the ones used because just the Roar Blast is really just kind of in the same way of Roar Terror. They're more than likely just going to reword it. Now, as far as his ultimates disappearing, this one was kind of crazy because I see that I think there's still that bug for Feral Frenzy Lockdown. Feral Frenzy Lockdown creates a banner array that lasts for 15 seconds, chaining enemies to the banner. Now, there were times where a lot of people would just be like, okay, it would seem like a good skill because you would lock them in with you. It would be locked in with you and you not locked in with them, basically. It would be a great skill. But Feral Frenzy Lockdown, I feel like low-key is kind of a letdown because most people are just using regular Feral Frenzy and Feral Frenzy Grab. Now, when Lockdown does go away, I honestly did like the ultimate of Feral Frenzy Lockdown. I feel as if it was a great skill, but it doesn't really necessarily give off great things because that was that glitch where people could still get past and only the people it had a lot of potential, but it just really wasn't giving off no buffs or anything, just in general literally locking down a player. I would say it's really most definitely really just for solos, to be honest. People were still getting past that, so I know that's a definite thing right there. Feral Frenzy Lockdown is going away. We're gonna be that skill is going out of there, and Roar Blast is the other skill that's gonna be disappearing. I got a feeling those two are just going to be gone and they're probably just going to reword a little bit of the other, or more than likely they'll just do something with Feral Frenzy. But let me know your guys' thoughts. What's going to be gone from Akos Who? Our next character we're going to be getting to is Tarka Ji's sister, Zai. We have Zai with her abilities of Flame Ward, Flame Ward Ignition, and Flame Ward Firestorm, with her abilities of being Chain Scythe Suppress, and Chain Scythe Afflict. Now, I got a feeling the skill that's going to be gone is Flame Ward Firestorm. To be honest, I don't really necessarily see a lot of people using this, even though it is a great ability. Now, as far as her alts, I feel as if the regular Chain Scythe is gone, and it's just with gonna be Chain Scythe Suppress and Chain Scythe Afflict. Chain Scythe Afflict has better effects than Chain Scythe, but I could be wrong. Now, I got a feeling that Chain Scythe Afflict is going to be the one to disappear. The only reason I say that is because it's great, and yes, it has so much potential, but I feel as if a lot of people don't want to have to put in too much work to try to get that kill off someone. And as I'm reading this now, I don't feel as if, I don't think if you do, Mark 2 PP, I don't think it has really necessarily a range to see if you can, get that damage off of people. But let me know what you guys use for Zai, because Zai, in my opinion, is one of the great ones out there. You just got to make sure you stay up close to her so she doesn't really necessarily get her off on you, her ult on you, because a lot of people, I feel as if once she's close and you're in her range, you're out of her range, and she, bruh, she can smoke you. But I got a feeling that Flame Ward Firestorm, and it's gonna be between the regular Chain Scythe and Chain Scythe Afflict. I just want to say, if you guys have made it this far, I appreciate you for watching the entire thing. Let me know some of your guys' thoughts. Let me know what you feel as if I could have done better. I do read every comment, and I most definitely reply back to everything. I do take criticism very well, to be honest. If you're going to be a complete asshole, that is perfectly fine. That just means I need to do something better. Let me hear some of your guys' thoughts. I do want to know what you guys feel is going to be taken away, what's going to be changed, what's going to be rewarded, what skills do you guys use the most? What do you feel as if that change that's going to be coming towards Naraka? Because there's most definitely a change. Each of these characters right here, I feel like we got more coming, guys. We got more coming. Let me know some of your guys' thoughts in that comment section. Sound off for your boy. Hit that subscribe. If you like this video, go ahead, hit that like button. If you didn't, hit that dislike button for your boy. Peace, love, tranquility. Don't let none get you down. And may the Lord forever be in your guys' favor.